Hi children, now let us continue the drawing of bar graphs. The given data here is about the number of children in 6 different classes starting from 5th to 10th. Shall we start, my dear children? Okay. Now you will have your graph note with you. First draw x-axis and y-axis using your scale and pencil. Remember, my dear children, you should not use eraser in this graph sheet. It will make your graph sheet dirty. Okay. Be confident and make sure you place the scale exactly right, so that the line that you draw should overlap the line that is dark in color in your graph sheet. It should not be away from that line. Okay. Have you drawn it? Draw x-axis and y-axis. Draw slowly, my dear children. Neatly also. Okay. Here the given data is about number of children in all the 6 classes. Okay. In 5th standard, how many students are there? 135. Similarly, 6th, 120, 95, 100, 90 and 80. Based on this data, I should fix the scale. Okay. If I fix the scale as 10 units, 10 children, here I should start from 10, 20, 30 for each and every box. But I have started with 2 box, that is 2 centimeter is equal to 10 units. So that it will be clear for you while you will view this graph sheet. Okay, my dear children. See here, I said I should start with 10, 20, but I have written 80. Are you able to see, my dear children? 80. I am directly jumping over to 80. I have skipped off 10 to 70. After 80, am I writing the multiple of 80 as 160? No. If I am going to write it as 160, then it will be okay, I am skipping off 80 each and every time. But here I am skipping only 10 units after 80. But below 80, I have skipped all the values. To show this difference, you should use jagged line now. What is that? Jagged. J-A-G-G-E-D. Jagged line. It is a zigzag line. Okay. Zigzag line stating that I have skipped 0 to 70. If I have to draw all the values in some situation, I may not have enough place in the graph sheet to represent all the values here in the y-axis. That's why we are using this jagged line. Hope it is clear, my dear children. This is the new thing that you are learning today, jagged line. Okay. After 80, after 2 box, you will have 90. Then after 2 box, you will have 100. Then you will have 110. Then 120, 130. 140. Just mark using your pencil and the numbers here on the y-axis. You should describe this y-axis as number of children. You should write here number of children. Now along x-axis, I am going to describe this x-axis with different classes. So let me start with first class. What is first one? 5th class. How many children are there in 5th? 135. Where will I have 135? 110, 20, 30, 140 will be here. So between 130 and 140, I will have 35. I should not draw here, my dear children, near to it. I am leaving this one single bar near to y-axis. From the next box alone, I am drawing this horizontal line. This is 135. Now draw vertical lines using your scale and pencil. It should be neat, my dear children. Now coming over to 6th standard, you should extend up to last here. Okay. Then coming to 6th standard, what is the strength of class 6? 120. Where will be 120? After 100, 110, 120. Now you should not draw next to the first bar immediately. You should leave one more bar here. Then you have to draw this horizontal line to represent the 6 class bar. This is class 6 bar. Okay, my dear children. Similarly, you will do for class 7. For class 7, 95 is strength. Somewhere between 90 and not somewhere exactly mid of 90 and 100. Leave one bar after this 6th bar. This bar I am leaving it out. Then I have to draw this. Hope it is clear, my dear children. So you will complete the whole bars. How many bars you will have in this graph now? Very good. We will have 6 bars. Okay, because we have 6 classes here. Is it clear, my dear children? Now what are the things you should remember while drawing a graph? Let us see the final graph that we have here. Here you should remember the jagged line because I am skipping over 0 to 70. This is the new concept that you are learning this year. Okay, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, y-axis, x-axis. Both the axes should be described clearly like number of children, class, and don't forget about the scale. What will you write it as scale? Y-axis, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 children. How many children I am considering? 10 children. By multiples of 10 we have marked it. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 children. If you have considered 2 blocks together, you have to write it as 2 centimeter is equal to 10 children. Both the ways it is right. Is it clear, my dear children? Shall we answer the following question? The first question is, how would you choose a scale? Just now we saw y-axis is equal to, y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 students. Okay. Now the second question is, which class has the maximum number of children and the minimum? Here 5th standard has 135 and 10th standard has something near to 80. Okay. So 5th class has maximum number of children and 10th class has the minimum number of children. Now find the ratio of class 6 to the students of class 8. So ratio shows the relative sizes of 2 or more amounts. Okay. What does mean by ratio? Comparing 2 amounts. For example, if your mother is deciding to share the snacks between you and your brother or sister, you used to say, no, I want this much share and I won't give equal share to my brother. That comparison is represented using ratio. Here we can represent ratios in 4 different ways using is to symbol or slash division symbol, or you can use percentage concept over ratio and also decimal form, because a percentage form can be written in the form of decimal. So now we are going to use is to symbol to write the ratio of students of class 6 to class 8. Don't worry, my dear children, I will teach about this ratio in comparing quantities chapter little bit clearly. Okay. Now ratio of class 6 to class 8. So class 6 strength is 120. Class 8 strength is exactly 100. Here it is in the graph, or from the table also you can write. So if I cancel 0, 0, I will have 12 is to 10. Then if I divide it by 2 table, this is 4 3s are 12, or 2 tables 6 2s are 12, and this is 5 2s are 10. So the answer will be 6 is to 5. Hope it is clear, my dear children. Shall we get into the next question now? The next question is, favorite sport: cricket, basketball, swimming, hockey, athletics. And I have data on watching these sports and also participating in this sports. So what diagram are we going to draw now? We are going to draw bar graph. What bar graph? Single bar graph or double bar graph? Very good. We are going to draw double bar graph. So again, be ready with your graph paper. Okay, again we have to start with x-axis and y-axis. Draw neatly, leave some 2 bars or 2 boxes before you draw y-axis and also x-axis. so that you will have enough place to describe what these two axes stands for. Okay. Now here I am going to consider the description of watching and participating along x-axis and number of people along y-axis. So let me start with scale as 200. Okay. Here 200. Then 400. Start plotting and writing in your graph note neatly. 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1200, 1400. Likewise, it keeps on going. Now, the first thing about watching is 1240. Here, this is 1200. So, we have 1240 something near to it. Okay. So 1240, draw one horizontal line, then drop it, you will have one bar. Now, how many members are participating in cricket? 620. So now locate 620 here, 200, 400, 600, 620. Okay, draw it. See here, you should not have any blank space between these two bars. These two bars should be drawn continuously. That is why this is called as double bar graph. Okay, these two bars represent the sport cricket. You will write here cricket. Okay, now similarly you have to draw bars for basketball. 470 members are watching basketball and 320 people are participating in basketball. Okay, my dear children, say here I will not have any jagged line because I am starting from 0, 200, then again 400. In multiples of 200 I am going. I didn't skip over any number. So I will not have any jagged line here. Is it clear, my dear children? Shall we see the final drawing of this graph? Here it is. Cricket, basketball, swimming, hockey, athletics. The things that you should remember while drawing this graph is x-axis, y-axis. Describe x-axis and y-axis. Number of people should be written. Sports should also be written. Scale is must. Here one more important thing you should notice, this key. Okay, watching, participating. You can make use of any two different types of shading. Dot, curves, straight lines, horizontal lines, vertical lines. You can use any two different types of, only two, my dear children, don't go in for multiple. If you use horizontal lines shading for watching, all the watching bars of all the sports should have horizontal line. Is it clear, my dear children? Okay, my dear children. So you are capable of drawing bar graph, single bar graph as well as double bar graph today. And the question that follows this is, which sport is most popular? Cricket is the most popular sport. This is not a general answer, my dear children. You are getting this answer from the question. Analyze the data that is given and also the bar graph that you have drawn. From that we conclude that cricket is the most popular sport, which is more preferred, watching or participating in sport. Watching the sport is more preferred by the people. Okay, my dear children, we have come to the end of the session and you have to complete 3 problems in your graph note and not classwork note. You have to do it in graph note. G stands for graph, N stands for note, so graph note. Okay, children, in 3.3 exercise, I have completed 2, 3 and 5. Try to complete 4th problems also in your graph note. Only 4 problems today, my dear children. Hope you will be able to do it. If you find it difficult to complete all the 4 problems, don't worry. Skip off this 4th problem in your graph note. Okay, let us do while revising that chapter. Okay, my dear children, take care, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.